Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Manly gently removes unsightly nose hairs, and because Manly takes the hair from the root, you can go longer between trimmings. Manly's patented lift and yank action gently lifts and yanks the hair from the root. Manly's turbine rotary blades cast a gentle breeze over your face. Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s. Sold at fine stores everywhere.
Manly.
Manly for the well-groomed man of the 90s.
Second attempt. One. Blue's the lucky one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a healthy competition going on here.
7, 8, 9.
You got 9? 10! Yay! You got it! A new world record! Yay! What do you have to say for yourself?
11,
Oh my God.
12,
12, 13,
14,
14,
15,
15.
15.
15. Now, what's your name again?
Alex Kraus,
Alex Kraus from...
Sturgeon, Maine.
Thank you, Alex Kraus. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. And today I'm wearing, it's Friday night and everything's right for the weekend. Crazy clothes and anything goes on the weekend. Almost anything goes. So this is my dad's old shirt, and I got it when I recently visited my mother for Mother's Day. She looked through the closet and said, you know, if there's anything you want, go ahead and take it. So this nice white shirt was in there. So my dad wore white shirts. So this is in honor of my father. So, and sure was happy to see my mother again, and hopefully again real soon. Well, all right. Well, I hope you're all having a great Friday night because everything's right for the weekend. And we're putting a big old dent in that weekend now, then, aren't we? Yes, we certainly are. And, oh, did you hear about that place? It's in this galaxy. They figured out it's in this galaxy right here. We're all in the same galaxy. Everyone over in Chatlandia is from the same galaxy. We're assuming. That's a big assumption. So let's go over there to Chatlandia. It's a crazy little spot just beyond the ice wall. You know, I don't understand how anyone can believe in flat Earth when the southern hemisphere, people in Australia, see a completely different set of stars. If it was flat Earth, we'd all see the same stars. You know? Anyway, that's neither here nor there because it really doesn't matter. It's like the fleas. They're always disagreeing with themselves, arguing, if you will. Some fleas think that the dog is dog-shaped, and other fleas think that the dog is flat. So it's a big thing going on with fleas. So I've heard. Oh, they're making a lot of noise, but you got to listen real close, just like Horton Hears a Who. And you'll hear it too. There you go. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Well, let's get on into it, shall we? Chatlandia, are we going there? Oh, if I only could click that button. Oh, there it goes. Look at that through the magic of the intranet all across the galaxy. It's Catherine Weiss. That's Weiss123. She's one of our Ultramods. She says, hi, Aaron. Oh, my. And then she also says, I'll be over on YouTube tonight. Okay. And then she also says, hi, Peggy, because she's going over there to to YouTube. And then Kathy's over there on YouTube, and she says, "Hi, Aaron." And then I said over there on YouTube, "Hi, Kathy," because I was actually over there before. Things went a little bit different today, so I was trying to get everything, rolling and rolling. Got to get it rolling, so it got rolling, and it's rolling, and we're rolling. We're rolling. Alrighty, Aphrodite. So then I went back over to YouTube Rumble, and I said, "Hi, Kathy." Okay, because she said she's going to be on YouTube tonight. And look who else is here. Another one of our Ultra mods. Why, it's Peggy Dancer. And she says, "Hi, Aaron." Hi, at Catherine Weiss. "I'll be on Rumble tonight." Okay. And then Cap 78 Pack, Peggy Dancer over here on Rumble says, "Hi, Aaron." "Hi, Weiss 123 Kathy. I'll be here." Awesome. Oh, and Valeronian says, "Time to get downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal." Oh, yeah, you know it. That's right. Yep. I'm glad that people remember the cut lines, because sometimes I forget them. It's nice to see them popping up. Valeronian, "Greetings, fellow truth questers," he says. And then Cap 78 Pack Piggy Dancer says, "Howdy, Valeronian, fellow truth questers." Because the truth is better than the other stuff that they dole out, don't you think? And then I said, "Hi, Cap 78 Pack." Okay. Then I said, "Hiya, Valeronian." And then Kathy puts this out: "Please like and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. And hit the old thumbs up, because that helps the old algorithm, the algo beat, and the algo melody. It all works together like a song." So they tell me. I'm not sure. A lot of this stuff is invisible to me. I don't know. Yeah. And then Valeronian says, "Hello, Catherine. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Aaron." Look at that. You got it all done right there. And then Kathy says, "Hiya, Valeronian." And Kathy says over there on YouTube, oh, she's on the portrait. "Hi, Aaron." I didn't even get over there. Yeah, I was in such a rush today. And Kathy says, "Hi, Peggy," over there on the portrait channel. Oh, and look who else is here. It's our good friend, Knock My Socks Off. She says, "Howdy, fam." Well, howdy, Knock My Socks Off. And Valeronian says, "Hello, Knock My Socks Off." And I got to say hi to Knock My Socks Off too. And Cap 78 Pack says, "Congrats, Aaron, on your 772nd show. Woohoo! You go, buddy." Yeah, right? Who would have ever thunk it? Oh, my goonie. I even got kicked off of cable access. So for me to be on this long, well, at least on Rumble, I was kicked off of YouTube for a while. 2 years. They said it was for life, but apparently I'm like a cat. I have several. Thanks, Peggy. And then Kathy says, "Hi, Knock My Socks Off." And look, it's Jerry Lahane. "Catherine, what Chan name Rumble?" Oh, it's Truth Quest with Aaron Moriarity on Rumble. It's in the description box below. It should be. I copied and pasted it, so I hope it's there. You never know with these. A link. Well, I don't know. It's just you just go on to Rumble. You need to have a Rumble account. And Valeronian says, "I have not heard Valeron this way off the star charts. According to Doc Smith, PhD, way back in the 1930s, pulp era, Astounding Stories magazine." Okay. Well, all of these details, interesting. And Knock My Socks Off says, "Weiss 123, Cap 78 Pack, Valeroni and Aaron, Friday night, cheers." Yes, I gotta say hi to Knock My Socks Off. Exclamation points, because they're working. I get to use exclamation points, and I feel so lucky. I feel blessed. And looks like we got a new friend over here, Rochelle Schneider. Welcome to the program. Good to see you here. She says hello. Good to see you, Rochelle. And Valeronian says Valeron was somewhere in the general vicinity of Tralfamador, way out there. Okay, I haven't been there that I know of. I could have been just sleeping when I was in the UFO and it went past there. I wouldn't know. I don't know if I was ever in a UFO, just in case. If I was, maybe I was. Who knows? I sleep pretty soundly. And then Cap 78 Pack says, that's Peggy Dancer. Hello, knock my socks off. Then I said, hi, knock my socks off. All right. Well, we're all caught up. How do you like them apples? All righty, Aphrodite. Okie dokie, Pinocchio. Well, here we are, Friday night. And I want to thank everyone for being here, for spending your Friday night with me. And I feel very, very blessed. Thank you. Well, another tranche of UFO UAP, they call it. So stupid. That's the Hillary Clinton name for it. I call them UFOs. UFO files, and it's just a bunch of other specks zipping across the screen. Some of them very fuzzy, some of them a little sharp, but still, it's inconclusive. There's no sound. There's nothing else on the screen. They blocked out all of the numbers off. So it's like, wow. It's well, we're going to take a look at some of the things that came out today. Some of them are slightly interesting, but we've been waiting. So it's like if you're like walking through the desert and you're like on the edge and you need water so badly, and then you get to the water, the disclosure water, and it's only like a half a drop. And that half a drop is half dehydrated, so it's powdered form. That's just what we're getting. We're getting drip disclosure in dehydrated drips. You know, if there's the people hanging on to these secrets aren't giving them up anytime soon. And they're certainly not going to give them up before the Steven Spielberg disclosure movie. Probably all timed out for that. They'll have something a little more interesting around there. Gosh, I sure hope so, because it's so... This is the blandest disclosure I've ever seen. This is the most, how do you say it? Anticlimactic disclosure I've ever witnessed. Yeah. There's a whole lot of truth out there, and we get most of it from where? Whistleblowers, people who've been in these programs. But then you have to sift through and go, okay, is this guy telling the truth? Is this gal telling the truth? We don't know. We need the chronovisor to double check everything, triple check. And there we go. And then we can do it. All righty, Aphrodite. Well, let's go on over to another crazy little spot on the intranet. That's the land of Zuckers. There's a Zuckerberg born every minute there. And look at our wonderful thumbnail cover picture for tonight's show. It's that very strange, very tall body of they're calling it Gilgamesh, and apparently this was discovered years ago, and I think Corey Good even covered it. But they at some point in the video, in the original video, which has been taken down apparently, they poke his skin and it's still soft. It still has give. It's not like, it's not super tight and like turning into beef jerky or anything. So apparently, as the legend goes, this being from the distant past went into this coffin-like chamber, which has a gravity well, allegedly has a gravity well. It is a gravity well. And so when you go into it, you take a little nap, like a couple hour nap. And when you wake up, if you wake up, you're thousands of years in the future, because you're in this time well where outside time doesn't affect you. You're in like a little time bubble. So they broke it open, and there he is. Is he going to go bad? Has he gone bad? I don't know. Very intriguing, very interesting. His beard does not look like a typical beard of a human. It looks more hair-like rather than beard-like. Beards tend to be very coarse and almost kind of like an afro. This looks like just flowing young person's hair for his beard. I don't know. Do some people have beards like that? I've never seen a beard like that. Am I missing something? I don't know, but he's adorned with all sorts of plates of metal with strange writing. And so, yeah, we'll take a look at that little video clip. It's pretty clear, as you can see. It's pretty clear footage. It's got all these gold, very clean looking. There's no dust in there. So very interesting, and like Piggy Dancer said, number 772. Look at that. Full disclosure, baby. Speaking of full disclosure, let's check out the goat man himself, Anthony Brock. He's at it again with his crazy goats. Check it out.
Welcome to round 63. Comments think that I can bore this goat to death with a performance review. Let's see who's boss.
As you can see, people are liking you less and less. Probably because...
Well, looks like I'm going to have to get HR involved. What's next? Welcome to round 63.
Round 63. Yeah, Anthony Brock just breaking bones for us to laugh. Thank you very much for breaking those bones. And here's Mike Benz talking about all kinds of stuff here. Let's check this out from Mike Benz. Does he tell the truth, or is he bends the truth? He bends the truth or tells the truth? Let's find out.
Guys, we just broke the entire Jeffrey Epstein story. If Ace Greenberg brought Jeffrey Epstein into the BCCI deals at Bear, that explains literally everything. It explains Jeffrey Epstein's meteoric rise. It explains why everyone was so charmed by him. Hint, not because of his charm. It explains how in 1982, he's already meeting with major CIA, MI6, Saudi intelligence officials, Doug Lee, Stan Pottinger, Adnan Khashoggi, Middle Eastern sheikhs. Oh, it's because he handled BCCI at Bear, handling CIA financing, disguising illegal weapons sales as complex financial transactions for commodities or oil. That explains how Jeffrey Epstein got a specialty in complex financial transactions. Oh, because he got it because he was put on the BCCI account. Oh, that explains how he's working with Edgar Bronfman, because BCCI was helping U.S., Saudi, British, but also Israeli interests in the Iran-Iraq affair and in Afghanistan. That explains how he was protected every time he got in trouble with fraud. The Justice Department takes action against Jeffrey Epstein for securities laws violations. Jeffrey Epstein openly says in court that Bear Stearns was actually secretly moving money for the CIA. Well, that can't come out in open court. Okay, let's not move forward with prosecution. Don't want to reveal national security secrets. That explains how Jeffrey Epstein has these French intelligence connection points, how Jeffrey Epstein has these British intelligence connection points, how he's got these Israeli intelligence connection points. That explains how he's got these Saudi intelligence connection points. And that definitely explains how he has all these CIA connection points. They're all connected through the late 1970s Safari Club network that then scaled up BCCI. Guys, we just broke the entire Jeffrey Epstein story. If
you think that's accurate? I don't know. I'm just not sure. Mr. Rogers puts this out. Let's see. Numeric codes. This is good. Now, everyone listen up. If you have any kind of pain, try this. There's a numerical formula. You just repeat the numbers and your pain goes away. Check this out. Try it. See if it works. A numerical code. Interesting.
In 2003, the CIA released documents from testing in the 1970s that you could use numeric codes in this reality. This one was 55515, which was to reduce pain. The mantra was, look with your eyes closed at the part of your body which is the source of pain signals. As you look, repeat in your mind the number 55515. When you do these two things, the pain signals will slowly reduce until they are no longer important. Now, if you can use a numeric code to heal your body, how do we not live in a simulation? I started releasing these codes 3 years ago, and we're going to be releasing them now in the community. Good luck to you. The first code is to open your pineal gland is 52011. The second code is to unlock the Akashic records is 9871. And the third code is to remember your dreams. It's 2137. Remember to say these codes out loud 45 times or in your mind. You can write them down, but the point is to concentrate your energy and unlock the secrets using numbers. In 2003, the CIA released documents from...
What do you think about that? Isn't that just bizarre? Now, I wonder how that could be. You have to repeat the number 45 times. So if you're in excruciating pain, what do you got to lose? 55515. 55515. 45 times. Just and concentrate on where it hurts. Hey, sounds good. Yeah, Valeronian, you got it. 55515. That's for reducing pain. You have to focus on where the pain is while you say that. Isn't that? I wonder if you could just write it on a Post-it note and stick it on that part of your body. Think that would work? Maybe you could sell pre-printed Post-it notes for that. Who knows? That's interesting. I find that very interesting. CIA has all of these things that they just... Someone's declassifying, so maybe the white hats exist, right? Oh, this is good. Mid-century retro layers puts this out. Who else has the bruised ankles to prove they survived the 70s? Me. Oh yeah, the 70s rocked. Now check this out. SSP racers. Yes, I had them. I didn't think they were the greatest. I thought they were kind of weird, but they did work pretty well. But check this out. SSP racers.
Let's take a trip back to the 1970s, a magical, lawless era where safety regulations were merely a suggestion, and the ultimate playground flex didn't require Wi-Fi, batteries, or a charger. It required elbow grease, a plastic ripcord, and a blatant disregard for your parents' baseboards. Enter Kenner's SSP Racers. SSP stood for Supersonic Power. And let me tell you, that wasn't just marketing fluff. These weren't your cute, fragile little die-cast cars that you gently pushed across the rug. These were heavy plastic missiles driven by a massive, relentless gyro wheel. Here was the highly technical launch process. You jammed a jagged plastic T-stick into the center of the car, yanked it out like you were trying to start a demonic lawnmower, and dropped it. If you were lucky, you didn't get burned or scared by the ripcord. What followed was that iconic, high-pitched, terrifying whine, a sound that instantly struck fear into the hearts of family pets and unguarded shins everywhere. When an SSP hit your bare ankle at Mach 2, you didn't cry, you walked it off. Because bruised chins were simply the price of glory in 1973. It was the absolute pinnacle of 70s toy engineering. Hand a heavy, fast-spinning object to an 8-year-old and say, "Good luck out there." And the smash-up derby set? Pure, unadulterated, cinematic perfection. You aim 2 of these chaotic machines directly at each other just to watch doors, hoods, and tires violently explode into the air upon impact. Because nothing says healthy childhood development quite like simulating a high-speed vehicular catastrophe in the living room. They were loud, they were destructive, and they were the most undeniably badass toys on the planet. SSP Racers, reminding us that sometimes the best childhoods are built on a ripcord and a whole lot of chaos. Did you have these cool toys growing up? Let's take a trip.
Oh yeah, I had them. The smash-up derby cars were awesome because you could put them back together and smash them over and over and over again. Pretty darn cool. And you know, our family was different than most families, I think, because we always had, you know, we got different magazines. We had subscriptions to Time magazine, and I think also Hot Rod magazine, Popular Hot Rodding. Rodden Custom, Street Rodder, and between me and my brother, we got all of those magazines, and so it was very a car-oriented household. Oh, and we've heard about this before on the show, Toxoplasma gondii.
A parasite called toxoplasma is living in the brain of half the world's population. It has been documented to alter human behavior. You may not be the one making your decisions. A parasite called toxoplasma is
I like to call it plankton. He's taken over your brain now. He's running you. Yeah, from cats. Toxoplasma gondii. It's intracellular worm that goes right to the brain. Goes right to the brain. It does it cell by cell, so your body doesn't even detect it. And it causes schizophrenia. They've known this since the 1800s, yet they still let people have cats. Explain that one to me. I don't understand. They are detrimental to human health, and I don't know. I guess all animals have sort of parasites, but this is a pretty invasive one. I don't understand how they could. Oh, here's a picture of my pride and joy. Oh, my 12-year bump. Yes, I'm so proud to share this picture of my pride and joy with you all, because I think I lost the original one. So here it is. Thank goodness for Facebook memories, because boy, I really missed my pride and joy. This is the picture of my pride and joy, and I'm just so blessed to be able to see it again and to be reminded of my pride and joy. Oh, yeah. I used to hand these cards out. So, want to see my pride and joy? Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy's great. We talked about him before, too. This guy's great. Check it out again. Oh, yeah. Too cool for school.
Bob Wills was at it again. He took a lightweight dirt bike, strapped a 12-foot kite to it, and set out after Evel Knievel. Off an 18-inch ramp on his first day out, Bob bested over 100 feet.
Beautiful!
Nothing to it. After several hundred jumps at El Mirage Dry Lake, Bob wanted more distance. He streamlined his kite and put together a ramp 4 times the size of his old one. 250 feet. That's more distance. Bob wanted to try that one again. Hitting 65 miles per hour, completely wound out in 5th gear, Bob's bike begins to float even before it leaves the ramp. Once in the air, handlebars and brakes are useless for control, and Bob has to rely completely on weight shift to keep his 300-pound machine on course. Bob's best mark of the day was 301 feet, the length of a football field. Bob Wills was at it again. He took a lightweight dirt bike.
Bob Wills. See, he should have had like a stage name, like Evel Knievel. Bob Wills, it's not a memorable name. Like Flying Bob Wills or something like that. Bob Wings Wills. Something, I don't know. He needed a better marketing campaign, but pretty cool visuals. UFO people, every time a mainstream media outlet comes out with a serious UFO story, we were here first. You peasants. You're not even... Here you go. And let's watch this. Are the Trumps time travelers? Well, I think that's been talked about before. Check this out.
There is a theory that the Trumps are time travelers, and it somehow connects back to Nikola Tesla. When Nikola Tesla died in 1943, reports say the government quickly moved in to collect his research. Trunks filled with notes, blueprints, advanced inventions, over 80 of them, and one of the people connected to reviewing Tesla's work was a man named John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle. Now here's where the theory begins. Tesla once claimed he had discovered ways to manipulate energy, frequency, and even time itself. And according to the theory, some of that knowledge may have been hidden inside those trunks. But then people noticed something strange. In 1896, a book was published called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, about a young boy named Baron Trump. And in the story, he travels through hidden worlds and strange dimensions. Sound familiar? Because Donald Trump's son is also named Baron, but it gets even stranger. The author later wrote another book about a powerful political outsider from New York who unexpectedly rises to power. And the similarities have made people question whether all of this is just coincidence or something else entirely. Because if Tesla really discovered something about time, and those files ended up in the hands of Donald Trump's uncle, then the real question is how much of history are we actually seeing in the correct order? There is a theory that the Trumps are time travelers.
Yep. And of course, one of those papers was labeled The Energetic Array, which the Los Alamos people put together, and the DARPA into the Tesla Vortal Teleporter, which Andy talks about, directly from Tesla's papers. Florida has become the first state to ban weather modification and geoengineering flights at all state airports. Good. Let's keep that rolling. Let's keep that rolling. Oh, Minnesota fraud ringleader sentenced to nearly 42 years in prison. It was 41 and a half years. They wanted 50. The prosecutors wanted 50. The defense wanted 3. So they compromised. 41 and a half. How's that? I hope they also clawed back that money, because in 41 and a half short years, she'll be out and enjoying all that money again. Is that part of it? Please tell me that's part of it. Because if you steal something, shouldn't you have to give it back? Oh, you spent it? Okay, we get all the socks that you bought then with all that money. Whatever you bought. I don't know. I think at this point we want so much justice that I don't think it's ever going to be enough. Every color tie, every misspelling, every critical remark, every move he makes, he is telling us something. President Trump speaks in codes. Sad if you don't get it by now, because you're missing out on this amazing ride. The man is a genius. Yes, he is. Your receipt from today's actions, total savings, 2.4 million or billion. American jobs protected, 350,000. Donald J. Trump. That's nice. And here's a 4 years ago memory around the election time. Nice shadows being cast. You can always see the true person in their shadow. So here's a very good, accurate shadowing of these people. Yes. Oh, and there's our last show. Wow, is that quick, eh? Whoa. Whoa, Nelly, you might even say. Well, how do you like that? All righty, Aphrodite. Well, that's that. That is the end of the Facebookorama. So let's go on over to X, because that's where all the UFO stuff is. And that's where all the news breaks. And so let's cruise on over to that crazy other little spot we like to go to. Oh, Knock My Socks Off says, all about Minnesota right now. Once all that corruption exposed, will be easier for other blue states to see in their own state. Yes. It's all connected. It's all, I'm so glad they are, because they really had to get some people wrapped up. 15 people were indicted today in Minnesota. So that's good. Keep it going. This food share, there's Amy Bach that got put away for 41 and a half years. That thing has been going on for like about a year. So it takes time. It does take time to do things the right way, but you get real results that can't be disputed. Okay, let's go on over there now. Here we are over on X. And there's that Gilgamesh video. We're going to see that. What's this? Oh, my daughter lost her first baby teeth. Xavier says, I keep her away from sunlight and pray. Oh, no. Her first baby teeth. Whoa, those are... Wow. And congratulations on your marriage. Don Jr. got married today, and look at his beautiful wife there. Trump couldn't make it. There's something brewing. Here's a classic clip. Oh, don't you love it? And rest in peace. But this guy was so darn funny.
If you want to stop world hunger, stop sending them food. Don't send these people another bite, folks. You want to send them something? You want to help? Send them U-Hauls. Send them U-Hauls, some luggage. Send them a guy out there that goes, hey, we've been driving out here every day with your food for like the last, 30, 40 years. Then we were driving out here a day across the desert, and it occurred to us there wouldn't be world hunger if you people would live where the food is! You live in a fucking desert! Nothing grows out here! Nothing's gonna grow out here! You see this? Huh? This is sand. Yeah. It's sand. You know it's going to be 100 years from now, huh? It's going to be sand! Get your kids, get your shit. We'll make one trip. We'll take you to where the food is. We have deserts in America. We just don't live in them, asshole! If you want to stop world hunger, stop sending them food.
That's such good advice, Excuse the lingo schmingo. Sorry about that. I should have given them warning before. Oh, and here is a UAP Luigi puts this out. At a congressional event hosted by the Disclosure Foundation on May 1st, 2025, physicist Dr. Eric Davis stated the U.S. government has covertly recovered multiple intelligent species of life. Well, let's listen to that. And there's some pictures here of some examples of possible real aliens. There's a Nordic chick right there.
On whatever species have been piloting these craft. How are they large? Are they multiple species? Are they what was their size? And how many are usually on a craft?
They're typically the multiple species people really like the Greys, the Nordics. People have talked about reptilians and insectoids. It's not that they're reptilian or insectoid, it's that they resemble to the recipient of reptile or an insect type human, because they have this head and forelimbs and torso.
So large, small?
Human size, human scale.
And are there how many are crewed?
Well, the Greys I'm familiar with from investigating the crash at Corona, which is misnamed the crash at Roswell. It's not the crash at Roswell, it's the crash at Corona in Mexico. Those were Greys, those were and the Nordics are typically human size, probably 5, 6 feet tall. The same with the people who mislabel reptilian insectoid, they're roughly that height too. I haven't heard anything about anything 7 or 8 feet.
7 or 8 feet tall for the insectoids and the reptilians, possibly. Here's some of that footage. Here's a compilation someone put together for us. So let's watch it. I don't think we need the music. Here's something. Looks like it's coming in out of the clouds or out of the water. Some of these go in the water. Something's flashing on that, it looks like. They include one in here, which I just laugh at. But it's there's one coming up. It's clearly a balloon. Okay. Some of this stuff are not craft, and it's one that they shoot at, and it turns into just a bunch of shredded balloon. It's a balloon, not this one. So some of these look like they are something. So there's an airplane, and there's a white thing below it. They don't say where each one is. Some of them do, but some of them don't. And they also don't, there's no audio. That's an interesting looking craft. That looks like a disc tilted at a 45-degree angle. Here's something I think that goes in the water. I don't know what they're showing here. There's a little spheroid. Here's something, a disc going. That's a pretty good picture. Something over here. Two things. But look at this fuzzy. Look at, it looks like they put a layer of fuzz over it just to obscure it a little more. That's pretty clear, but it's not very close up. So if I was in a fighter jet, I saw these things, I'd go closer to them to get a better picture of them. Or don't they have zoom? You'd think that they would have zoom. We're coming up on the balloon. Not that. That turned into like a little caterpillar. You see, they're little teeny little dots. Some of them are so tiny, like this little white thing. Look how tiny it is on the screen. Little tiny dots. I mean, it doesn't really do much for me, you know? I think we're ready for much. This is going through the water and going through the air. Same speed. The water doesn't slow it down. Yeah. There's a zoom in, but it's very pixelated. Here's the balloon. Now you can even see the string hanging down. So they blow it up. It's just a shredded balloon. It's a freaking balloon, folks. That last one was a balloon. I used to design those things. That's definitely a balloon. That's what they look like when they're exploded in the upper atmosphere, when they're shot at. That's an interesting thing. What is that? A little robot. There are some slightly interesting things, but for the most part, a nothing burger, if you ask me. They're just little things zipping around. That's going against the wind. So that's very little, very little. What did you think of that? Look at this. Why didn't we? I wish we had these when I was a kid. Start little and go
Time
big.
to move it to the long jump to the area. Yeah.
Look at that.
Watch this now.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Watch this now. Start out small and go bigger.
Yeah. Start out small and go bigger. That's good advice there. Yeah, boy, we used to do that when I was a kid. President Trump is now back in Washington, D.C. after canceling his weekend plans in New Jersey to see his son get married. So something's up. We're not sure what. Gunther Eagleman, maybe this is what's happening. Hello, Greenland. We've never had a president post something like this before. This is awesome. Peeking over the mountain ridge. Oh, hi, Greenland. Look at that. And here's that video of Gilgamesh. Let's watch this, shall we? Is there any sound? No sound. But there's a newspaper with some writing on it. Here's some sound. It looks very clean in there. There's no dust. Very clean. Apparently gold. Could be gold or copper. Probably gold. But look at his mustache and beard. They're just, looks like hair, like curly hair. Here's the writing. Now, I don't know, is that some sort of Arab writing? They said this is from Iraq. They discovered this, possibly. Very fascinating. Look at that. Looks like it could wake up at any moment, right? Fashion has changed a bit since back then. People might stare for a while till they get used to his attire, right? And so they put that newspaper on there, I guess, to document the date that this was opened up. The paper maybe has a date on it. I don't know. Isn't that strange? Have you ever seen a beard that looks like that? Maybe it's a fake beard, huh? It looks like he was a big fan of the Bedazzler. He probably had the Bedazzler back then, you think? Yeah, I don't know what the date is there. No clue, Mr. Magoo. But there it is. Some strange writing, Sanskrit writing on the metal that he's adorned with, that he's wearing. There's some kind of Sanskrit writing there on that metal plate that he's wearing. Yeah. So fascinating. Oh, and Daxi says there was 2 Nimrod Gilgamesh clips stitched together on the original video. The second was all dusty and looked more real. Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, it could be staged. It just could be just a guy with a fake beard laying down there, but you don't see him breathing. I don't know. There it is. So there's that. And Awakened Outlaw says, I'd like to nominate Devin Nunes to be Trump's next Director of National Intelligence, DNI, to replace Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard's quitting. She's put in her notice the end of June, I think, because her husband has a very aggressive bone cancer. So, you know, the deep state's been really trying to get her out of that position. Do you think that they would use some sort of remote targeting to amplify or cause her husband to get bone cancer? Possibly. I would say that's definitely possible. Oh, and you hear this? President Trump just dropped the Golden Dome over the White House. Build it ASAP, except it has to be in the shape of his hair. Get it? The Golden Dome has to look like his hair. And think about it. If it is made out of hair-like structure, you could have fiber optic information all over. So his hair could save the White House. Do you think about that? The Golden Dome, the golden combed dome. There you go. And no one combs it better than Trump, right?
integrate with our existing defense capabilities and should be fully operational before the end of my term. So we'll have it done in about 3 years. Once fully constructed, the Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles, even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they are launched from space. And we will have the best system ever built. As you know, we helped Israel with theirs, and it was very successful. And now we have technology that's even far advanced from that, but including hypersonic missiles, ballistic missiles, and advanced cruise missiles. All of them will be knocked out of the air. We will truly be completing the job that President Reagan started 40 years ago, forever ending the missile threat to the American homeland, and the success rate is very close to 100%, which is incredible when you think of it. You're shooting bullets out of the air. I'm also pleased to report that the one big, beautiful bill will include $25 billion for the Golden Dome to help construction get underway. That's the initial sort of a down deposit. And we have probably, you're talking about, General, we're talking about $175 billion total cost of this when it's completed.
That's more than I make in a week. But think about it. The Golden Dome, make it look like his hair. Because, and you could also develop, DARPA could get on this right away. Make it like each follicle like fiber optic. And you'd have to use, you have to talk to Trump and find out what kind of hairspray he uses and use like hurricane-proof hairspray on the Golden Dome. There you go. That'll work. That'll work. The legendary NASCAR driver Kyle Busch tragically and unexpectedly passed away yesterday. He was a true talent and loved NASCAR and its fans. Kyle was a winner. He was a two-time Cup champion and holds the all-time record for wins in NASCAR's top 3 series, and even won another just last weekend. Kyle's wife, Samantha, and their 2 beautiful children are in our thoughts and prayers. Samantha was at the White House in October for IVF. She truly loved Kyle. Rest in peace, Kyle Busch. You will always be a legend, President Donald J. Trump. Yes, and he just won like an $8 million settlement with an insurance company, and then he dies quickly. Think about that. Gee. That's weird. And this is interesting. Now look at this. Side-by-side comparison between the 2015 UFO sighting recorded in Sequoia National Park and one of the other videos released today identified as Dow UAP Pro 59. The footage is cropped and playback speed is increased by 8 times for easier comparison. Now, when I see stuff like this, I'm thinking, it could be a bag or several garbage bags full of helium balloons, which would change shapes, almost look human. I don't know. What do you think? Looks like someone trying to put on their socks. Looks like some balloon man trying to put on socks. I don't know. What do you think? It looks like a humanoid, one-armed and one-legged humanoid. Very weird. Yeah. Almost looks like someone with a jetpack. It says, knock my socks off. Yeah. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. And here is Sheridan Gorman's father is absolutely torching Democrats with Trump. I'm not a politician. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a father whose daughter was murdered by an illegal. Very emotional. And God bless Trump for not forgetting about these families.
Am I still the mother of 2? There's no answer big enough for that pain, no words, no comfort, no way to give back what was stolen from our family. All I could do was hold her and tell her the truth. Yes, Jess, you're still the mother of two, because Sheridan will always be our daughter. No mother should ever have to ask that question, and no father should ever have to answer it. This is what failed policies have done to our family. We did not just lose Sheridan, we lost our peace, we lost our future, we lost the life that we knew. And no family should have to become experts in immigration failures, release policies, warrants, sanctuary laws, enforcement breakdowns, because their daughter was killed by someone who should not have been here and should not be free. Let me be clear about one thing. We support legal immigration. Legal immigration has made America stronger. We all know families, neighbors, coworkers, and friends who have come and done it the right way. Followed the law, they worked hard, built businesses, raised families, and made this country better. That is America at its best. But illegal immigration is different. Criminal illegal immigration is different. Borders matter, laws matter, enforcement matters, and above all, American families matter. We are deeply grateful to President Trump and to Congressman Mike Lawler for comforting our family, saying Sheridan's name, and fighting for policies that put safety of American children and the citizens first. But I do not understand why this is a fight that belongs to only one party. Protecting our people is not politics. It is the first responsibility of government.
Yes.
So do not just feel sorry for us. Instead, remember Sheridan's name and stand with us. Demand that leaders who enforce our laws, secure our borders, cooperate with law enforcement, and put innocent American families first. Sheridan should have come home, and because she did not, we will spend the rest of our lives fighting so that someone else's daughter can. Parents out there, give your kids a big hug. Tell them how much you love them. Thank you very much.
Wow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Nick Sorter. This is classic. Look at this. Wait a minute. Put your phone in there. He's watching. Put your phone. Uh-oh. Well, look, it's the cat. It's the cat. That burglar. The cat even closed the fridge door. The cat even closed the fridge door. Do you think he got in trouble? Do you think the cat got in trouble? Oh, I love stuff like that. That is so hilarious. Oh, here's how those two planes locked together. It actually probably saved them. They weren't very high up in the air when this happened. So let's take a look at this recreation of exactly what happened when those two fighter jets collided in midair.
The lead jet slipped right into the trailing aircraft's undernose blind spot just moments before impact. Look at this 3D visualization from the pilot's point of view. As the plane goes belly up, a massive blind spot is created for the second jet. The pilot in that trailing EA-18 Growler simply cannot see what is directly beneath his nose. From the pilot point of view or cockpit, looks like there is nothing beneath it. It's exactly what makes this specific maneuver so incredibly dangerous. As the jets rolled vertically, they ended up stacked right on top of each other, making any chance of a safe ejection extremely unlikely. The nose of the trailing aircraft slammed into the rear section of the lead jet. Normally, at these speeds, a mid-air collision results in instant, catastrophic fragmentation, shredding both airframes into an uncontrollable debris field in the blink of an eye. But what happened next was an incredibly rare anomaly in aviation physics. Honestly, it was nothing short of a miracle. Instead of violently tearing each other apart, the two heavy fighters essentially locked together in mid-air, with one fuselage wedged tightly on top of the other. All of that immense kinetic energy and combined drag instantly killed their forward momentum. Now acting as one massive entangled block of composite materials, twin turbofan engines, and advanced avionics. The wreckage pitched violently nose up. It entered an immediate aerodynamic stall and began a chaotic, tumbling spin toward the ground. Yet this bizarre structural lockup proved to be the ultimate saving grace for the aircrews. Because the jets didn't instantly disintegrate, the pilots and electronic warfare officers were gifted a crucial fraction of a second to react. Less than 5 seconds after the initial metal-on-metal impact, they pulled the handles. The canopy explosives fired, instantly followed by the blast of the rocket motors under the ejection seats. 4 distinct, rapid-fire detonations marked the crew escaping the plummeting wreckage. All 4 parachutes deployed successfully, drifting safely away from the falling mass of metal.
Wow. What a miracle that was. They all survived. My goodness. Oh, this is great. Jesus Chrysler put this out. And my friend Wolfie has seen this guy, Wolfgang. Check this out. This is incredible.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played this silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine, feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. He plays by intuition, I've never seen him fall. The deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
That's Puddles the Clown. Puddles the Clown. And that's how he performs. This is his outfit. Oh, it's so funny. He's actually pretty good. That's a great combination of The Who's Pinball Wizard and Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues. There you go. Stop playing games and pass the Save America Act. Yes, do it. And here is pray for Tulsi and Abraham. Tulsi is resigning after his bone cancer diagnosis. Again, he's young and healthy looking. He's got an aggressive, fast-moving bone cancer. I think that can be caused by directed energy weapons, perhaps. Can do that to your bones, can't it? I'm very skeptical. I'm very curious about that. Hopefully, the next DNI person that comes in will put a little task force to figure that out. Trump puts out an incredibly supportive statement following Tulsi Gabbard's resignation. Let's hear what he had to say.
The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way going up to 2020 in the election. They tried to rig the election and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. You know, when we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, you know, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So.
Oh, Oh, timed that a little bit off. Oh, yeah. All right. Interesting. I think Tulsi Gabbard could be a future president, too. I think she did such a good job. While I very much wanted to be with my son, Don Jr., and the newest member of the Trump family, his soon-to-be wife, Bettina, circumstances pertaining to government and my love of the United States of America do not allow me to do so. I feel it is important for me to remain in Washington, D.C. at the White House during this important period of time. Congratulations to Don and Bettina, President Donald J. Trump. And there's Tulsi Gabbard. Very sad. I hope that her husband... Oh, check this out. Guys, Jurassic Park is real. Look at this. This is incredible. Watch this.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh my God, look at that. Herbivore. Nature. Look at that.
Welcome.
That's amazing. Isn't nature beautiful? I love it. I love it. Stop playing games. Save. Pass the Save America Act. And here is a trained observer, military intelligence officer, begs to differ what the source of the 47 Roswell crash was. Joe, I think he was in a position to know. Yeah, listen to this guy, intelligence officer.
But the thing about that got me is that you couldn't even bend it. You couldn't bend it. Even with a sledgehammer would bounce off of it. So I knew that I had never seen anything like that before. And as of now, I don't know what it was. It was not anything from this earth that I'm quite sure of. Because I was, being an intelligence officer, I was familiar with just about all materials used in aircraft and in our air travel. This is nothing like that. It could not be. It could not have been. But the thing about that got me is that you couldn't even bend it. You couldn't bend it. Even with a sledgehammer would bounce off of it.
Sledgehammer would bounce off it. You couldn't dent it. You couldn't bend it. It was metal that just, you couldn't affect it in any kind of way. That's definitely not a weather balloon. Yeah, see, that's what they need to do. Here's some more of this footage. June 2024. This was uploaded. Infrared sensor, and it shows 4 UFOs flying in formation, both under and over a body of water. These are possibly advanced drones, orbs, belonging to an advanced civilization residing under an ocean. Could be. Could be, Joe. Could be. There they go under the water. Did they? Not sure. Yeah. So it's a whole bunch of footage like this. You know, it's interesting, but it's not anything that's going to make people freak out, right? Not even close. Not even close. You don't get to hear the people talking or what's printed on this block that shows up there. From Michael Salla. Could be. Keep prayers out for him, too. He's not in the best health either. Dr. Michael Salla. A new batch of UFO files have just been released to the public. And look how much they blocked off here. Was there a big UFO that showed up here? Now it went away so they could show it? Yeah. That looks pretty interesting. And this one's just so fuzzy. I think we saw this before. This might be that same compilation that we saw before. But slightly interesting, you know, I mean. But, you know, like I said before, they're going to be talking about these Tic Tacs for the next 50 years. And we're not going to get much of anything other than a lot of this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, we don't know what it is. But, you know, we are too curious to stop being curious. It just makes us more curious. Here's another one. This disc right here, pretty clear. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so far away, though. Zoom in on it. You can't zoom in on it. It'll be all pixelated. From this point, they have to do it when it happens. Get as close as you can. There's a closer image of it. Look at that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do something here. Go full screen on it. Well, that's a little bit bigger, isn't it? I'm going to go ahead and take a little picture of this. Take a little picture. Screenshot. Okay. It's going to be a pretty small screenshot. But then we can blow it up. Maybe. Might be all pixelated. Might be all pixelated. Well, let me grab that. Doon, 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 doon. Yeah, it's kind of pixelated. Kind of pixelated. So let me adjust some of this here. Okay, well, I guess we can go check this picture out quickly here and then go right back. So there's what it kind of looks like. As you can see, it's starting to pixelate a little bit. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit more. Look at that. That's about as good as it gets there. Not a whole lot to deal with there, so let's reset all. Look at that. See how pixelated it got? You gotta find the sweet spot there, like that. Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy. I'm a little disappointed in this drop. I thought it was going to be a lot better stuff, but you know, there's people in the background saying, "No, no, no! Don't let this out! Don't let that out! Oh, no, no! Don't do. We'll do this to your family if you put that out." Right? Terrible, terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. So there's that. It goes on and on, but I don't think it gets much bigger. Yeah, it's just more the same. UAP files release, yes. For December 2019, East Coast. No sound again. Remember when they used to have the pilots and the people talking? Look at that. That was a little bit more interesting than just silence and something that it's completely unexplained. The unexplained. That could be like a Walmart bag or something, right? Maybe half of these are Walmart bags, right? Flying around in the air, doing all kinds of maneuvers. Maneuvering. We're maneuvering over there. And here's that person again, that weird person-shaped thing that might be just a bag of balloons. Maybe I should get like a big clear bag, get some Mylar balloons, and tape it off so it looks like a human figure, and just let it go and photograph it and see. I might get in trouble for doing that, though. Huh? Who knows? Nobody knows. Oh, did you hear this? From the Rubber Duck Breaking, Peter Tickton announces run for U.S. Attorney General. We're going to see some things in a couple of weeks that are going to make a lot of people who know what's going on remember we have Maduro. So Peter Tickton, he went to the military academy with Donald Trump. They've been friends, and he's been his personal lawyer, Peter Tickton, and actually he's been on Red Pill's show numerous times as a guest. Very sharp guy, and so he's a good guy, Peter Tickton. He'd be good. Oh, they say some aliens have blue skin. Now, I don't know if this is AI pictures. Apparently, these pterodactyls, but now they're wearing metal like that Gilgamesh guy. I don't know. Is this just AI? Because they don't look clear enough to be, I don't know. What do you think? And there's nothing, no audio, just some weird music. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. It looks kind of fake to me. Kind of fake. Huge, a stunning and unprecedented move. The Treasury Department has decided to feature U.S. President Donald Trump's signature on a new U.S. paper currency starting in June 2026 with the $100 bill. Oh, the libtards are going to be burning $100 bills now. Oh, gosh. It's just wonderful. Just beautiful. That's wonderful. You couldn't ask for anything better in the MAGA world. That is just the icing on the cake. Incredible sphere saucer. We've seen this one. Goes in and out of the clouds. Sharpened, zoomed, and motion tracked. Yeah, you don't really get much. You get a lot of pixelization here. Looks like it's leaving some stuff behind, almost. Is it? No clue, Mr. Magoo. Oh, it's way up here. Very tiny. Yeah, it's very, like I said, underwhelming. Gosh, it's just so gall darn underwhelming. And look, here's something kind of interesting. This was almost the cover picture for today's show. Massimo, the James Webb Telescope, has done it again, revealing a breathtaking structure now dubbed the Cosmic Vine. I think we've actually shown this before. Look at all those galaxies just galaxying around there. Look at that. They all discovered the hula hoop at the exact same time. This is what happens. They're all singing, "You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, right round, round, round." Aren't they? I think they are. Donald Trump, Colbert, is finally finished at CBS. Amazing that he lasted so long. No talent, no ratings, no life. He was like a dead person. You could take any person off the street and they would have be better than this total jerk. Thank goodness he's finally gone. Don't hold back, Trump. Don't hold back. Here's Burchett talking to Joe Rogan about ticks. Here's something that really ticks me off. Ticks.
Ticks. Watch that thing.
The tick thing is nuts.
Yeah,
especially
because of meat, because of Gates.
Well, there's
Bill
boxes
Gates, not
people
Matt.
are finding. I don't know if this is true because I've seen many reports on it, but I'm just going to say what I saw, that farmers and ranchers are finding boxes of ticks on their property. Now, I don't know if that's fake. I don't know if someone's setting that up to pretend they found these boxes of ticks, but there's videos of these people finding boxes of ticks.
Now, what they'll say is they'll probably say they're sterile ticks and that we're planting them out there so we can diminish the population is what they'll say. But anytime they try to mess with the balance of nature, it never goes right.
Is that what they're saying? This is
No, but just get ready. That's what you
think?
You're getting it right here.
I don't believe you have a right to go to someone's property and drop off sterile ticks.
No way in hell.
That's crazy either way. But I have a good friend of mine who got bit by the Lone Star tick and has that alpha gal problem.
Yeah, a guy came out of my house yesterday looking at putting gutters up at our house. And that guy, he said, and I said, you did what? He goes, yeah, I can't eat any meat produced by a mammal.
Yes.
I was like,
yeah. So my buddy, he had it, and my friend Evan, so he had it for a little while, and then he did a bunch of treatments and got off of it and then started eating steak again. And he was fine for about a year and a half, and then it came back stronger than ever. And he just can't shake it.
It's been around that long.
So yeah, he can only eat eggs. I mean, he's basically eating eggs and vegetables. That's all he's eating. And every time he tries to deviate, he has a horrible reaction. It makes, for people that don't know, it makes your body allergic to red meat.
Right. And who has got genetically made meat now?
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's pretty insidious. It really ticks me off. All this talk about ticks. And look at this woman got arrested in Trinidad, Texas for just posting about her tap water. There's evidently some construction going on, and look at her tap water. And they arrested her. This is not right.
The best way I could describe it is it looks like the Trinity River is flowing from their water taps.
Ever expect something like that Facebook post could get you arrested?
Not at all. I did not, because I didn't say anything in it that could be used to cause a panic. It literally states in the post what I was gathering the information for, to be able to report it to the state. I feel like this is an extreme stretch. And I just feel like it's a way of silencing the citizens. And I don't feel like that's what they take an oath for. The best way I could describe it is it looks.
I like the way she said it. I don't think that's what they took an oath for. That's right. You don't stifle the people when they're alerting health issues. You listen to them and address it. My goodness. I mean, what's going on? And that's in Texas. More of this boring footage. Here's the balloon. See it? See the tail? It's a balloon. And they shoot it, and it's shredded balloon stuff. No metal parts. Just shredded balloon parts. It's totally a balloon, folks. It's so lame. Look at that. It's a freaking balloon. The string is still on it, the little ribbon thing. It's a Mylar freaking balloon, okay? Oh, man. Oh, I can't stand her. I just can't stand her. I'm not even gonna. Breaking, Nancy Mace files legislation to ban foreign-born elected officials and judges. Good. Let's pass that one. FBI just announced one of the Minnesota fraudsters targeted with arrest this morning jumped out of a 4-story balcony building. They found him. His last name was Omar. Interesting, huh? They found the guy. 15 individuals indicted, 90 million in fraud spread across 7 different programs forced to shut down. RFK Jr., Dr. Oz, Fraud Task Force Vice Chair Andrew Ferguson, and Assistant AG for Fraud Colin McDonald were all in Minnesota for this announcement. Fantastic. Love to see it. Love to see it. 41 and a half years for her. Yep. Amy Bach. Oh, look at this, folks. Now, look at this modern equipment. Can you imagine being a plant and witnessing this? What would you do if you were a plant witnessing this monster about to harvest you? What would you do? That's what I would do. Run for it. Yeah, run for it. You make a run for it. That's what you do. Look at them. They're just taking off. They know better. Oh, they're not going to get that corn. It's probably the best kind of corn. What's this? A seal at a public aquarium learned to mimic human speech. Listen to this. This is so incredible.
Come on.
That's pretty good. I would think it was a person. Obama was a one-man Trojan horse for radical Islam. Yeah, I think we all know that. Goodbye. These members won't be in Congress in 2027. Oh, good. Look at that's pretty good art, too. Oh, Eye Patch McCain, no more. Look at that. All these. Mitch the Glitch, Cocaine Mitch McConnell, no more him. No more Jerry Nadler waddling around like the penguin. No more Nancy Pelosi and her stock options. Jasmine Crockett, Marjorie Taylor Brown, green, because green turned brown. There you go. Safety warning for ladies. This is information for women. Check this out.
All women need to watch this.
Little one, say they're in a car seat. You put them inside the vehicle most of the time, get them out of the weather. You secure them, and then you get your groceries and you put them in your trunk or in your SUV, raise your hatch, whatever the case may be. Well, the new thing that's going right now is usually they'll send another woman to do it. And then they've got a van or somebody, a few vehicles down that they're watching you. They've already scoped you out. They're watched you walk in Walmart, get your groceries, do all your stuff, come back out. They wait till you get everything in your vehicle secured. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. As soon as you get into your car and you close your door, normally you're going to grab your phone, or you might just go ahead and, adjust all your temperatures, get the AC going, whatever the case may be. And then you hear knock, knock, knock on your driver door window. And they're most of the time, hey, I was going to let you know, but you have a flat. It's all the way on the ground. It's flat. It's over here. They'll probably say it's on your passenger side. That's one of the reports that we've gotten here recently. And eventually, most of the time you're automatically, oh my goodness. And then you get out. And as soon as you get out and you're going around, you're focusing on that. Your child's in the car. A van or something pulls up. Two people jump out, throw you in. And within a matter of seconds, you disappear. You're gone. And this is going viral. Like, this is a very big deal in a lot of places right now. Ladies, it doesn't matter who's knocking on your window or your door. If they're telling you something's wrong with your vehicle, say, okay, thank you, great. You wait for them people to get away. Even if you need to go ahead and back out, you go ahead and back out. If you ruin that tire, even if it is flat, so what? Who cares? Drive off. Do not roll your window down, and definitely don't get out of that vehicle.
That's really good information. Yes. Say thank you, bye, and just back out and go. Wow. Boy. That's why you shouldn't let criminals into the house. Look at this. Chevron is letting customers know in California that it is not Donald Trump causing the insane gas prices in the state. It's California Democrats. Look at this. Sacramento policies did this. They're buying foreign oil instead of cheaper American oil.
All right, check it out. We're at Chevron. Sacramento policies did this. Now you pay more. California politics are choosing foreign oils and fuel over local jobs and lower costs. This is at the Chevron, right here, okay? Right here. So Chevron is letting people know it's not Donald Trump making our gas more expensive. It's California politics are choosing foreign oils over fuel and fuels over local jobs and lower costs. Because we could be doing this here, but they'd rather buy it from foreigners and load their pockets instead of giving us jobs and making it cheaper for us. They're fucking crooks. Fuck the Democrats. All right.
Excuse the lingo, schmingo, but yes, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Holy smokes, new UFO documents say the Soviets went on a hot pursuit of 23 UFOs flying at 70,000 feet in the air.
According to the docs, back during the Cold War, the Soviets scrambled 13 MiG fighter jets to chase down one UFO. Another time, jets were deployed to hunt down 23 UFOs flying at 70,000 feet. The Russians probably thought we were coming to bomb them. Was it an American spy plane, a balloon, an alien? We don't know. Every time we get more files, we have more questions like, where are the little green men?
Where's the alien?
So that
Neil deGrasse Tyson, we're not going to even listen to him. He's a you know what. Florida man saves the day. Deputy gets locked out of his own cruiser. Watch this. This is pretty good.
Hey, you need my help?
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Charge them $1,000 like you charged me. I want to charge you.
Y'all here, right? Hey, what you say? What you say you is, Charles?
Locksmith.
Locksmith.
Right? The new people got to learn the hard way. Lock it back there.
Look at that.
Hey, you need my help?
You know, the hardest car I ever had to unlock that way was my Pacer. The Pacers had very large doors, very big windows, and I had to use every single inch of the hanger. I did eventually get it, but it took a long time. That guy did it. Of course, he's a locksmith. Let's see here. This New Zealand family reacts to a video about Star Spangled Banner and what inspired it and the beginning of our nation. Check this out.
The shelling will stop immediately. And we'll know that they've surrendered.
I noticed there was only 15 stars on that flag.
Francis Scott Key went down below and told the men.
I think there was like only 15 colonies or something back in the day.
Okay. And he said, how many ships? He said, hundreds.
Hundreds full of prisoners.
The ships got closer. Francis Scott Key went back up on top and he said, men, I'll shout down to you what's going on as we watch. As twilight began to fall, and as the haze hung over the ocean as it does at sunset, suddenly the British. He says the sound was deafening. There were so many guns that there were no reliefs. He said it was absolutely impossible to talk or hear. He said suddenly the sky, although dark, was suddenly lit. And he says from down below, all he could hear the men, the prisoners, saying was, tell us where the flag is.
Oh, wow.
What have they done with the flag? Is the flag still flying over the rampart? Tell us.
The flag means a lot, huh?
1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into the shelling. Every time the bomb would explode and it would be close to the flag, they could see the flag in the illuminated red glare of that bomb. Wow. And Francis Scott Key would report down to the men below, it's still up. It's not down. The admiral came and he said, your people are insane. He said, what's the matter with them? He said, don't they understand this is an impossible situation? Francis Scott Key said he remembered what George Washington had said. He said the thing that sets the American Christian apart from all other people in the world is he will die on his feet before he'll live on his knees.
Nice. Nice. When you got hope. When you got
The Admiral
courage.
said, we have now instructed all of the guns to focus on the rampart to take that flag down. He said, we don't understand something. Our reconnaissance tells us that that flag has been hit directly again and again and again, and yet it's still flying. We don't understand that. But he said, now we're about to bring every gun for the next 3 hours to bear on that point. Francis Scott Key said the barrage was unmerciful.
Oh, imagine being in the fort.
All that he could hear was the men down below praying.
Nice.
The prayer. God, keep that flag flying where we last saw it. Sunrise came. He said there was a heavy mist hanging over the land, but the rampart was tall enough.
Still standing.
There stood the flag, completely nondescript, in shreds.
Oh, really?
The flagpole itself was at a crazy angle.
Oh, it's on the
flag
land, but
was still at the top. Francis Scott Key went aboard and immediately went into Fort Henry to see what had happened. And what he found had happened was that that flagpole and that flag had suffered repetitious direct hits. And when hit had fallen, but men, fathers, who knew what it meant for that flag to be on the ground, although knowing that all of the British guns were trained on it, walked over and held it up humanly.
oh wow, it was the people holding it up. Oh my goodness.
Their bodies were removed and others took their place.
Oh wow.
Francis Scott Key said what held that flagpole in place at that unusual angle
Was the American people.
Patriots' bodies.
That's incredible.
And the song, oh say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight.
So moving, and that video is incredible. Watch the whole thing. It's just incredible. And this New Zealand family feeling a bit patriotic about that, and so do I. That's very moving. The bodies of the fallen soldiers were holding it up. Oh my God. Yes, we earned our freedom. Yes, we did. And we don't want to have to go through that again. And there's our last show. So we're going to wrap it up right there, folks. I want to thank everyone for coming along tonight on this quest for truth. Oops. I need to go over here and put my message over here. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all so very much. Oh, I got to put a little heart down there too. How about 2 hearts? Oh, and the American flag, because of that last video. Very patriotic. Yes, that's Francis Scott Key, the one that wrote the song, and he's the one going up and down the decks of the boat to tell the prisoners what the thing was. At the beginning of that video, they said they're going to come and they're going to bomb the fort, and all they have to do, they said, you can't bomb the fort. It's a working fort. There's families there. You can't do this. He goes, well, all you have to do is take down the flag, and the shelling will stop. And they didn't do that. And now we have a country. That's what it takes. Grit and all that kind of stuff, don't you know? And Kathy says, good night, everyone. And I said, thank you all so very much. Oh, also, Kathy, thanks for your recent donation. Thank you very much. And Valoronian says, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, buddy. I hope that you all liked that that patriotic video. I mean, go on YouTube and you can look it up, and the whole thing is just great. Cap 78 Pack Peggy Dancer says, great show tonight, Aaron. Thank you. God bless you all. Much love. Peace in, and have a memorable and profound Memorial Day weekend. Yes, thank you very much. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. I can't believe it's Memorial Day already. That's so wild. And Valerian says, good night, fellow Truth Questers. Thanks, Valerian. And thanks for all of your contributions to the show. Your chats are legendary. So thank you all so very much. We'll see you again on Monday, because we do this. Why do we do this? Because we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. So keep your cameras pointed to the skies so you can take a picture of that crazy UFO and come on to the Truth Quest and talk about it. Hopefully you get better video than the U.S. government got, and come on the Truth Quest and talk about it, because that's what we want to hear. More stories from real people, not these silent movies where something's zipping, zim, zip, 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 zip. Yeah. A lot less of that and a lot of more real stuff would be good. Oh, and No Limits says, hi, thanks, Aaron. Hi, No Limits. Good to see you here. Remember, now we were kicked off of YouTube. They said for life, but 2 years later, they let me back on. So if you're watching on YouTube and you remember the show, even if you don't, share it on out, because people forgotten that we are on YouTube because we were gone for so long. Yeah, in fact, some people over there on YouTube were calling me Cookie because I've been a wafer so long. Wafer. Here you go. One last dad joke. Why? Because we're saving the world with memes and dad jokes, and it's working. It's working. Somebody's got to do it. We'll see you on Monday right around 9 p.m. Central. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's when it happens. Until then, peace in. That's world peace, baby. Yeah. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Have a great weekend and a great Memorial Day weekend. See you later on Monday. Peace in.